with a company called FrostGuard. And these folks created something that just absolutely blew me away. 725,000 of these pieces have been purchased since they were introduced in November.
Yeah.
And the reason being is that they work. There is nothing more frustrating. By the way, that's my pickup truck. That's a big F-150. The whole idea of getting out and having to scrape your windshield in the morning, we don't have time for that. How are you, buddy?
Man, I gotta come shake your hand. This all started with you, so it's good to be back with you, brother.
Yeah, we launched this, and we're going back a couple years.
Yeah.
And they make, by the way, they're not done in plastic.
Ooh.
They're done in the same fine denier of really good luggage.
Yeah.
They stay on the car. They've got this magnificent strap system that fits SUVs and small sedans and you name it. But we went back to the drawing board, and this was by viewer request and you and I talking about it. I see so many of these shields that just cover the windshield. The problem is these are the vents where all of your exhaust systems are for defrost. So if you've got snow on top of those, even if your windshield is clear, when you turn on your defroster, it blows snow into your car.
Straight up. And also with the windshield wiper, here's what happens. Here in the Northeast, we hold the windshield, we put the windshield wipers vertical, right?
Up.
Fair enough, it doesn't freeze the windshield. It freezes the blade.
Which is worse.
Worse. You snap it back down, it breaks the blade, and you can't figure out why in April the rain is smearing across your windshield. Well, the FrostGuard covers you. It turns a 30-minute problem into a 30-second solution simply by putting it on and taking it off. Now, instead of scraping, chipping, swearing, cussing, you're just looking at your clean windshield, and your car's ready to go when you're ready to go, Dan.
It is brilliant. There is no other prevention system like this that is well designed as this one is. There's a reason why over 700,000 of them have been ordered.
Just a month, in just 1 month.
In 1 month's time.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what, I'm going to hand this one back to you, and come on over here, because I want to show you a demonstration. It really is a different system than what anyone else in the industry has. You do order them according to the size of your vehicle. The extra large is perfect for trucks and SUVs. Again, that's my pickup truck. That's a Ford F-150. And because the mirrors are different on every vehicle, they created this really multifaceted strap system to make sure that it stays on. Oftentimes when it snows, the wind blows. If it isn't secure to your vehicle, then it's smacking around. This is secure. There's nothing else like this. Now, we're down to what, 4 colors?
4 colors. You see them right up front. We have the black, the purple, the red, and the leopard.
And these are the standard sizes, are the only ones that are currently available. Listen, this gentleman is trying everything he can to get more of these back in for the holidays. We didn't expect that 750,000 people would pick up the phone lines in less than a month's time to buy them.
Yeah.
So I love this demonstration.
Yeah, here's why it works. At the heart of it is the technology. It's a 600D polyester, and what that is, you think military-grade tent material.
Okay.
It takes a beating. First of all, it's not going to tatter, it's not going to fray, it just withstands the elements. But then the real key is here. See this shiny part? That's a PVC backing. It's going to prevent the ice, the slush, the snow from getting through. I'll prove it to you. Here is a car windshield.
Okay.
I've covered this windshield with a giant piece of construction paper. And by the way, same piece of construction paper I've used in the entire month.
Yes.
About 120 times now I've used this piece for this demonstration. I have a similar piece here on top. What I'm going to do is take, first of all, some snow.
Got your gloves?
Yep, and then some water. I'm going to take the snow and I'm going to put it right here on top of the construction paper.
All right.
Same thing with the water to simulate the elements outside. I want you to notice 2 things, Dan. First, see how this water beads up and runs off of the FrostGuard?
Yep.
That is exactly what you want to see. It doesn't absorb in, it doesn't go to the windshield, it's gone. And then the second thing I want you to see is as I pour this water here onto the paper, see how it gets discolored because it's wet? Well, guess what? If even 1 drop of that got through the FrostGuard, you would see it.
Now look at this, because here's where all the snow was. There's nothing there.
Bone dry. 120 times now easily I've done this demonstration, not 1 drop of water onto this construction paper, because that's how you know that your car and your windshield are good to go when you're good to go.
Okay, I've got a pet peeve, and I saw you this morning. People who carve little circles out of their windshield, it looks like the porthole on a submarine.
Yes.
And then drive down the highway. No, you can't do that. If your car isn't cleaned off, you're not safe to you or me.
That's the problem.
And this is all about being able to just get in your car and go. Because when it's cold outside this morning, 19 degrees. Here in the Philadelphia suburb that we broadcast in, 19 degrees was not comfortable. So it is so much easier. And by the way, I put it on the car every night. We didn't have snow last night, but we had enough frost that I would have been scraping the windshield for 10 minutes.
You remember how brutal last winter was, right? One of the worst we've ever had.
This year's going to be worse.
Way worse, because guess what? Thanksgiving was Thursday.
Okay.
Where I was in York, Pennsylvania, we had 7 inches of snow.
I know.
I literally used this on Thanksgiving Day. I mean, that's brutal.
It's a little bit of a surprise.
Officially, winter hasn't started for another 3 weeks. So the problem we have is you need it for the entire 5 months coming up.
I hate to be rude. I don't want to interrupt.
Please.
We're a live broadcast. It's right now 9 minutes after 10 a.m. We are now down to 3 colors. Can we go back to those? Because you've got them.
Sure.
The black just sold out.
All right.
And all we have right now is standard sizes. We'll do everything we can, Scott, obviously.
Well,
the purple is the most limited.
Sure.
And there's only 600 remain in the purple. You know, success is a wonderful thing. But I don't know that we anticipated 750,000 phone calls on these in less than a month's time.
And I'll tell you what, there was this wonderful tour group. We have tours that come through QVC Studios, and they were here yesterday when we were showing this to America. And the funny thing is they said, oh, that's too bad. I wish there was still black left. And I said, here's what I can tell you. Yes, I'm sorry there's not black. This guy works just as well as the black at 6:15 in the morning. You don't care what color it is. As long as it's taking frost off your windshield, you're a happy camper.
Scott and I have been friends for a very long time. Friends beat up on each other.
Yeah.
Scott was very generous and sent me one to use. I have the leopard print on my truck, and I really don't care.
No.
Okay?
Because the ice falls off your windshield either way, trust me.
My wife thought it was funny, but I'm the guy normally scraping the windshield at 3 a.m. So again, all you do is you strap it around your side view mirrors, and your side view mirrors are different than your car than they would be for an SUV or something else. This is taken care of. You're now able to get in your car and drive. Regina is phoning from North Carolina. Regina, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm great.
Are you excited that you're not going to be scraping windshields?
Yes, I am. I wanted to invent it myself.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I wish I would have.
Yeah. Scott and I are both kind of thinking that.
Yes. So we have unpredictable weather here in North Carolina. It could be frost one day, snow one day, the sun could be out the next. But in any event, if I cover my window and I'm late for work because I can't find what to put on, I can jump out and remove it and run to work.
Yeah, and Regina, you know what? Normally, there's a lot of people who think, you know what, wait a minute. South of that Mason-Dixon line, you guys don't get ice. You don't get snow. You had it last year, didn't you?
Yes, we did. Yes, and we've already had frosted windows just last week, so we get it.
Last week, there was not a single state in the union that didn't have freezing temperatures. And we're still a month away from winter. So this is a really good preventative measure.
Well, Regina, I say this all the time to folks like you. It's easy if you're in Maine or Minnesota. This is obvious. It should be state law. It's the folks like you that are in the Carolinas, Tennessee, Texas. I would argue that this is more valuable to you because ice is so much worse than snow. So I think you're doing a great thing here because I don't want to chip ice, and I'm sure you don't want to do that in the Carolinas.
Right.
Beautiful. It's on its way. We're going to get it to you quickly. Happy holidays to you. Thank you for shopping with QVC.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. Again, let's show them the difference. We've had over 4,000 ordered this morning. Now the purple is gone. So here's what we've got. We've got 2 colors. Thank you. We've got the red, and we've got, are you calling it leopard or cheetah?
Either one.
Leopard.
Dealer's choice.
It's funny. That's the one that Scott sent me.
Yeah.
And I opened it up, and I went, man,
really,
you sent
Scott,
me the
you
leopard.
scumbag. But guess what?
But
it works just as well.
They all work
They
exactly
work
the same way.
And here's why.
This morning, I was at my driveway at 10 minutes after 3 to come into work, and I would have had frost on the windshield if this weren't sitting there.
Yeah, the very first time you pull this off your windshield, like I did Thanksgiving morning, and the snow goes away, the ice goes away, you will understand why so many people have loved this. Here's why. 600D polyester, it's a military grade tent material, plus a PVC lining prevents the snow, the ice from coming through. So what that means is your windshield will be clear, and I will prove it. Here's a full windshield covered with a piece of construction paper
Right.
same one I've been using for the past month. Hundreds of times I've done this demo. So now what we do is we take some snow and we take some water and we pour it on top of the FrostGuard and on top of the piece of paper, all right? Really rub it in there, and then I'll take some water and I'll do the same thing. Well, the first thing I want you to notice is I pour the water over here. See how the water runs off of the FrostGuard? That's exactly what you want to see, because that means it's not soaking in, it's not getting to your windshield.
Right.
But then also as I pour the water onto the construction paper, notice how it gets discolored and wet. Well, so that means is if even one drop of this got through the FrostGuard, you would see it on the construction
you can see
paper.
it soak through, yeah.
And get this. Pull this away.
All the way over.
All the way.
Nothing.
Yep, all the way up. Keep going, please.
It's dry.
Bone dry. What that means is your car and your windshield are ready to go when you're ready to go.
Okay, you know what? You know Pat. Pat and I worked together over 25 years. And whenever Pat and I were on the morning show, I would always go out and clean her windshield for her on the drive home. And then I would do as many of the other ones as I can. My wife married me for 3 reasons: to carry her purse in the mall, to kill spiders, and to scrape the snow off her windshield, okay? She's not a dumb girl. Now,
I've made one easier for you.
exactly.
I'm not going to carry the purse.